And we're back. The Star Wars special continues.
I am so BYU sorority drunk right now.
You mean you're not?
No, I'm secretly drunk.
Oh,
it's not that big of a secret, pal. I'm just telling you.
No, I mean, you guys can marinate with me later. It's all right.
We intend to.
Yeah.
We intend to.
I can't wait to soak in you.
Soaking is so disgusting.
Just don't move or God the T-Rex will see us.
All right. Now,
the funniest meme ever.
George Lucas speaks.
I love George.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
I just,
Here's what George has to say.
I saw the movie. You go, okay.
George, this is all from extensive interviews that he's been doing in I can't remember, Vanity Fair or something like that. George discusses why he didn't want to return to direct a Star Wars title.
Why he didn't want to?
Or any mainstream big budget film.
All of my plaid towels are stained with tears.
Here's what he said. You go to make a movie.
Yeah.
And all you do is get criticized.
Sure. Yeah.
And people try to make decisions about what you're going to do before you do it. It's not much fun. And you can't experiment. You can't do anything. You have to do it in a certain way.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I never did.
Like a good way.
I started out in experimental films, and I wanted to go back to experimental films, but of course no one wants to see experimental films. So
I was gonna.
he says that.
Wow, wow, wow.
Hey, guys.
Guys,
Guys.
fuck you guys.
You know, seriously, I'm gonna bring something
if I
up.
make a shitty movie, don't tell me, okay?
I've been meaning to bring this up for a really long time.
Let him defend.
We give Lucas a lot of shit for what we perceive as 3 shitty movies, and yet we all kind of gloss over Gene Roddenberry.
I was going to bring him up.
Who was a gigantic douchebag.
He was.
A misogynist of the
okay,
first
but how
order.
many?
No, go.
How many shitty Star Trek movies were there?
How many? Yeah, but how many did he make?
Yeah, how many was he?
He was still the executive producer of almost all of them.
Hang on. Because there's a documentary on Netflix you should see right now called Chaos on the Bridge that it talks about the beginning of the next generation.
What a fucking
control freak he was. However, I think if you were to weigh them side by side, Star Wars and Star Trek movies, I think you'd see that there are more better Star Trek. But anyway, that's another.
Kerry, it's the truth.
I'm just by weight.
Okay,
just by weight.
Name. Okay, how many?
TROOF.
Just stop right the fuck there.
I'm just
right.
fucking with
Hold on.
There are
I'm
six.
just fucking with
There
you.
are 6 Star Wars movies at this recording.
Yeah.
How many of them are bad?
3.
4.5.
Well,
4.5 is respectable. That's a very respectable
I'm going to say 4.5. Now, there are 11 Star Trek movies. How many of them are bad?
None.
How many of them? Okay.
0.
Thank you,
Okay.
Shannon.
So I'm going to list the shitty.
Hold on,
I'm going to list the
List
the shitty Star Trek movies for you
Okay,
right here.
the first one's shitty.
The first one's shitty.
Yeah.
The third one's shitty.
Hang
the
on.
fourth one's
No,
shitty.
the third one's not
Don't be
shitty.
so quick.
The
Don't be
third
so
one-
quick.
Okay, the third one's basically the Attack of the Clones of the fucking Star Trek movies.
All right. Okay, then what?
Okay.
The fourth movie, some people love it.
Jimmy hates
it.
it.
I fucking love it.
Jimmy hates
I love
it.
it.
Is that
The
the whale
fifth-
one?
You know what?
It would
double damn on you.
And I'm sorry. The Undiscovered Country makes the fucking Phantom Menace look like War and Peace.
No, see, I disagree with you.
Wait,
there.
is that the one with the Shakespeare?
That's the one with the Shakespeare.
No,
I fucking
no.
love that one.
I'm sorry. Undiscovered Country is actually a good
I
movie.
love that.
I was
fucking
thinking
movie.
of the search.
I will come over there.
I was thinking of
I will
search.
slap the yellow off your teeth.
Search for Spock is 3.
I was thinking of. I was thinking of 5.
5 is Voyage Home.
Voyage. No, that's 4. Voyage Home is
4
the
is
one where they
Voyage
go
Home.
to
5
find
is The Search for God.
where they go to find Savak because
That one sucks.
yeah.
But
okay.
it has a great little bits in it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Star Trek Generations, half of a good movie.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
It was kind of cool to see Kirk and Picard up there.
Yeah, I fucks with that.
First
Then
contact.
he got killed
Contact.
by a bridge, and you're like,
First.
that's stupid.
Oh, he got killed by by a fucking ladder.
A ladder, yeah.
Because you know why? Because Kerry and I ruined that movie for everybody
did.
else. Because we read the script and they're like, "Oh, we have to reshoot it."
We have to reshoot.
Okay, so then after Generations, you get First Contact,
Which is fucking amazing.
the second best Star Trek movie of all time.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Okay, and then
I'll
after
give you
that,
that.
what do you get?
I forgot.
Insurrection.
No,
You
no,
got
no. It's the one.
Direction.
It's which came last of the Next Generation movies?
Genesis.
Insert
the
erection.
one with Tom Hardy.
Okay, so Tom Hardy playing a clone of Picard. I'm sorry, the last 2 Next Generation movies
were bad.
Make the worst of the Star Trek movies look like fucking amazing movies.
Oh, you said Star Trek.
See, that's why
Star Wars movies.
That's why I'm measuring by weight.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, basically, it's like saying, "Oh, you've got a machine gun made of Star Trek, and you've got a fucking revolver made of Star Wars."
I want a machine gun.
Made of Star Trek.
And then you've got
So do I.
you've got 2 new.
What is it, fire?
You got 2 new Abrams Trek movies. 50% of which is great.
I like the first one a lot.
The first one's great.
Yeah.
Undeniably great. And you know what? The second one is acted wonderfully and directed wonderfully and written by a fucking giraffe with Tourette's.
Whoa, buddy. That's harsh.
That is
It's
really bad.
By the way, thanks
against
a lot.
giraffes.
We're going to get fucking letters.
It's
What? From the fucking giraffe with Tourette's lobby?
Just the giraffes.
I'm going to fucking punch all your giraffes in the head.
I'm telling you, Lee. If you watch
That's a high punch.
If you watch Into Darkness on my TV, and there it's better.
Yeah.
You know,
I did ask,
a lot of people accuse me of being
Hang on.
hypnotized by visuals. Even that movie didn't do me in.
Well, you'll see. Yes, Jimmy.
I asked Abrams if Kylo Ren was really Khan.
I said no. He's John.
Did you really? God,
No.
Oh my God, I would.
He's
fuck
John.
up.
He's John Harrison.
Okay, so
I would totally put your penis in my mouth if you really did that. Did you do that?
Did you do that? Please
No.
tell me.
God damn it.
motherfucker!
Shannon, his penis has been in your mouth already.
All right. Here's
It's been
more.
near it.
Here's the thing with George Lucas, if you ask me,
Yeah.
his world creating ability.
Oh
is
yeah,
fantastic,
world
Absolutely.
fantastic.
I'll give him this over Roddenberry. Roddenberry had kind of a fucked up thing going. You know, I mean, I liked his initial vision.
So
you know,
Lucas is an idea man.
You know what Roddenberry wanted to create?
I'm not talking about Roddenberry.
A world where a fat middle-aged dude could get laid anytime.
Oh,
and he did.
and then Lucas is amazing at his technical expertise for
as
special
far as
effects
innovation
and innovation
goes?
and all that.
He
Now,
is a trailblazer.
those are
for
his
that.
bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
But when he tries
Thanks,
to
Tony.
write,
It feels good to be appreciated for
when he,
once.
no, you're welcome, George.
Yeah, it's
when he
great.
tries to write dialogue and direct, though, it's not very good.
He'll even tell you that, though.
Then why did he assume master control of all 3 of the prequels?
Because he didn't think anybody else could do it. And he even
So,
in
he decided.
episode-
So he decided. I know I can do this crappy, but my
So
crap's
it's like-
better than
actually,
everyone
no,
else.
He's
that's
like,
not-
I'm shitty, but everybody
No,
else
that's
is more shitty
that's
than
not
me.
true. That's not true. He approached several big name directors to direct Phantom Menace. He talked to
did.
Ron Howard. He talked to
Oh.
Steven Spielberg.
Why did they all turn him down?
They all
because
said,
they were terrified of it.
They all said, "That's your baby. You do it."
And even in episode 3, he turned around and said, in episode 3, there were scenes where he flat out said, I can't do this scene. So he went and turned around to fucking Apocalypse Now guy.
Coppola.
Coppola. He turned around to Coppola and said, I need you to direct the opera scene. I can't do this. I don't have the skill.
Yeah, Coppola directed that scene.
And Coppola turned around and turned,
it's-
and it's really terrifying.
Well, the discussions between Anakin and the Emperor, well, not the Emperor at that time, Palpatine, are a great scene.
And then there's
that talking.
And then there's the scene that Spielberg directed where it's basically Padme and Anakin in different parts of the city, and the shit is going down, and there's not a word of dialogue spoken. And Spielberg flat out said, or not Spielberg, Lucas flat out said, I can't do this. I need you guys to do this for me because you're my best friends. We all came into the scene at the same time. We're all part of this new group in the 70s.
So I guess my question is, if he knows he was going to put out crap directing,
He didn't know.
why did he continue to
Lucas,
do it?
and he's on record saying
I
this
just like
time and
doing
time
it.
again, he was more fixated on putting new tools on the market than
yeah,
he was.
and for that, like the entire movie industry and video game industry owes him a debt of gratitude.
When Andy
for
Serkis
sure.
says Jar Jar Binks is what created Gollum.
yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah,
there.
so I mean that's the thing is he saw basically Phantom Menace was just a demo reel.
I was going to say, so
for
what
new
you're saying
technology.
is the prequels are basically a tech demo.
Yeah.
a tech demo
it's
reel.
a tech demo with basically the
That
test.
broke my heart.
He's the Tesla of filmmakers who basically said, I've got billions of dollars. I'm going to throw it all at this shit to show you what we can do with movies in the future.
Yeah.
Did you just compare him to
Yes, I did.
Elon Musk?
No, Nikolai Tesla.
Oh.
He is the Nikola Tesla of filmmakers. I'm not going to,
All right.
That's a redonkulous
Okay.
statement.
Redonkulous.
George has seen The Force Awakens.
Hey,
And he
hey
loved
guys.
Okay.
Oh, pretty good. Hey guys, they found my name on the list and I got in.
According to Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy,
Okay.
Lucas has seen the movie, and he says,
What?
And he says,
The hell was that?
Shannon doesn't know how to work.
Some white lady on his phone was chirping.
It's all right.
He said he really liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, was that for me?
He said he really liked it.
Said he really liked it.
Come on, guys. Abrams is a sponge. This guy has been directing Spielberg movies for the entirety of his career.
Here's what Lucas said. He has expressed some ambivalence about the direction of the new films. In an interview in CBS in November, we remember, he submitted ideas for the films. But ultimately, they looked at the stories and they said, we want to make something for the fans. People don't actually realize that this is a soap opera, and it's all about family problems. It's not about spaceships.
That's true. So
they decided they didn't want to use those stories, and they decided they were going to do their own thing. So I decided, fine, I'll go my way and let them go theirs. Here's what I love. This last bit. This is what he says about going to the premiere. Let's see. He said about attending the premiere, which he will. I got to go to the wedding.
The wedding?
Fucking asshole. Anyway, go ahead.
My ex will be there.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
My new wife will be there.
Oh, it's a metaphor.
But I'm going to have to take a very deep breath and be a good person and sit through it and just enjoy the moment because it is what it is, and it's a conscious decision that I made.
I'm just gonna have to pretend like the cake doesn't taste like shit in my mouth.
I'm gonna throw an analogy at you though. Okay, Kerry.
Mm-hmm.
Say you decide that you're gonna sell Geek Show podcast to another interest.
Oh Jesus.
Okay,
they will give you
who are these fucking? What's this insane interest?
They will give him $7 and two vodkas.
Some douchebag like Seth Rogen shows up and is like, "Hey, Kerry, I want to buy Geek Show from you for like $48." And Kerry's like, "Whoa, $48? That's more than we've ever made."
Exactly.
Sold American. Sold. And so
wait, hold on.
Seth
Rogen owns me at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
but he recast you, and he actually decides he's going to do a story about your kids.
He recast me with himself.
But he has Jimmy shows up as old Jimmy.
Oh no!
And then the rest of the show is about like the next generation of Geek Show people, and we have to go to the premiere.
But on the plus side, Shannon, he gives you a part in his Preacher adaptation.
Oh, there you go.
Just a guy standing in the background going,
yeah, no! Shaking your head.
No.
Here's what he. Now here's.
This wasn't in the comic.
This is drawn.
This wasn't in the comic.
This is drawn far too well.
Now here's what he says. Lucas admits that he should not have directed this new one. Here's what he says.
We didn't have much of a choice.
He
But
said
go ahead.
Yeah, it's already done.
I
shouldn't have.
The film is better off with him not being involved. He said,
Most films are. Anyway, go ahead.
There's no such thing as working over someone's shoulder. You're either the dictator or you're not, and to do that would never work. So I said, I'm going to get divorced. I knew that I wouldn't be involved.
Yeah.
All I'd do is make them miserable, and I'd make myself miserable. It would probably ruin JJ's vision, and it's his vision. And so I'm going to go to the wedding, and my ex will be there.
The best thing about getting divorced from Star Wars is I don't have to answer its phone calls anymore. It just doesn't matter.
No, seriously, think about it.
Like
Kerry.
I could tell Star Wars to fuck right off. It doesn't matter.
Seriously, Kerry.
It can't get mad at me.
Listen.
It's hard, like, sharing the kids. We don't know who's going to have the kids in Star Wars.
You do not have to defend Lucas to me. He made one of my favorite films in the world. American Graffiti is one of my favorite films.
I was just thinking, what would happen if the powers that be decided they were going to spin off X-96, The Next Generation, but they wanted to.
They haven't.
They're like, we need some younger blood.
It's in the works.
You seen that goddamn staff?
It's going to be
old motherfuckers.
But seriously,
it's like independent.
Yeah.
I actually kind of appreciate the fact that he's saying, you know what, I'm just going to back the fuck off and let them do their own thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unlike Roddenberry.
Yeah, well, he's dead.
I don't know.
No, you know why Roddenberry died?
At least Roddenberry had the fucking common sense and
to get
decency
cancer.
to fucking die.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Roddenberry died when he was much older than George Lucas is right now.
Yeah.
He's in space.
All right.
I don't know if
body
he really gave up because at the secret location, I looked across the street. There was a guy in an overcoat and a plaid shirt and hiding behind a bush.
You spotted him.
All right.
He's trying to hide his beard with a shrubbery.
Tell the event coordinator and claim your prize.
Now, so far the show's been kind of divisive, so I saved the most divisive for last.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, but wait. I just want you to know that I really love Star Wars.
I know you do.
I do too.
Finally, in a Washington Post profile.
Fuck the Washington Post.
Is that the divisive part?
No.
I'm a New York Times man.
HuffPo forever.
George Lucas defends Greedo shooting first.
Oh, God damn it. That son of a...
You know what?
I think JJ for saying that Han shot first.
JJ said that?
Oh, yeah.
He was on record saying that Han shot first, and so I thanked him for it. And he goes, that was kind of an impulse reaction. I go, yeah, but it's the right answer. And he goes, yeah, pretty much.
We were talking about this last night, Jimmy. It's an Entertainment Weekly interview with J.J. Abrams, and actually,
that's right, yeah.
with John Boyega. They both
I think
Boyega.
It's an absolute.
I thanked both of them.
Unidentifiable or unarguable problem that Greedo shot first.
Han shot first. Han shot first.
So drunk.
Hey,
All right. Well, listen to George's.
Tupac shot second.
That's true. Do we know who shot first? Do we know? We still don't know?
Han shot first, but
No,
Tupac shot second.
In Tupac's case. Do we know?
So is Greedo like Space Tupac?
Do we know?
Hey, you guys want to feel shitty right now?
No.
Everyone's trying to figure out. People can confirm that Han shot first, but no one who shot Tupac first.
That's
All right.
You got
So here's what Lucas
You got
said.
some white shit on your chin.
Hey, watch it. Over. Other side. There you go. Here's what he says. Lucas says Han's shooting first. Ran against the character's principles. Here, now.
Sure.
Nope.
Let him hang on. He's going to explain. And it's a terrible explanation based on the first sentence.
So I'm going to tell you to shut up, George.
dialogue.
This is where you're going to jump in.
dialogue. He struggles.
I defended you for 20 minutes.
All right.
Now I'm going to tell you to shut up.
Here's the first line, and it's completely wrong. Han Solo was going to marry Leia, and you look back and you say, should he be a cold-blooded killer? Okay, hang on.
At that point in his life,
At
yes.
that point, he was a cold-blooded killer, and that's the problem.
It wasn't until he was on Bespin thinking that Space Nookie I'm not going to get. I'm
Exactly.
getting frozen.
So here's what he says. Because I was thinking mythologically, should he be a cowboy? Should he be John Wayne? And I said, he should be John Wayne. And when you're John Wayne, you don't shoot first.
He's going to be a man named Marion?
What the fuck?
You
John
let
Wayne
them
always shot first.
John Wayne wear a fucking dress.
Ask all the fucking Native Americans he shot first.
Yeah.
Boom.
John Wayne let them have the first shot. It's a mythological reality that we hope our society pays attention to.
Rooster Cogburn always shot first.
And
That's right. He did.
he usually did.
Because his name's freaking Rooster.
Fans have long maintained that Lucas just flat out wrong on this one. Yes, the shooting established Ford's character as someone not to be fucked with.
Right.
And in that scene, it's pretty clear that Greedo is going to kill Han regardless. Over my dead body, that's the idea. So Han waiting for Greedo to take the shot don't make no sense.
That's stupid.
Don't you guys remember the Wu-Tang song?
The stupidity of that is the same shit with switching the shotguns to fucking cell phones in E.T.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, seriously,
There's no fucking point.
I remember the Wu-Tang song, Old Han Solo Ain't Nothing to Fuck With.
And Lucas...
It's young Solo.
Now,
he was younger.
if you've commented on the internet about this at all, Lucas has not seen it. He says that he has assiduously avoided the internet since the year 2000.
What?
So
What the fuck?
So he has not read your comments in the comments.
Wait, so like
I find that bullshit because there's no way George
Lucas hasn't masturbated in 15 years.
He's saying
He's got his old Playboys. He doesn't need
Oh
the
my
internet.
God,
Those
George
fucking
Lucas
magazines
doesn't
are
know
gross.
about Grumpy Cat.
George. So you mean to tell me that George Lucas is married now, right?
yeah, he is.
You mean to tell me he didn't go on blackpeoplemeet.com?
That's true.
Because that's exactly how he met his wife.
yeah.
I'll tell you
Gotta
right
be.
now.
It's true.
No, I
That's
think
how he met Ally McBeal?
I think he
No, not
that's
Harrison
Oh, wait, no,
Ford.
sorry.
You're
George
stupid.
Lucas.
I think
You are stupid drunk right now.
Jay, I'm sorry. I really hate to explain this to you, but when you're a multimillionaire, you meet people really easily, and they're all very
Yeah.
interested in whatever
Billionaire.
bullshit you want
Yeah,
to tell them.
they'll laugh at your jokes even if
See,
you're
when
not
I-
funny.
Those
But
Hustler
was-
magazines are a soggy 5 pounds.
That's how I met my current wife. I was a millionaire. She was interested in all the shit I told her.
So
Okay.
like you're on Tinder and you go,
I like to have $100 bill fights.
You were a millionaire?
I was a millionaire once.
And you just told her about vegetables, and she's like, sure.
No, seriously, I opened a vegan restaurant, and it all went away.
That's your opening line. You like to have $100 bill
I like to have
fights.
$100 bill fights. You just crunch them up.
Two
like
final
snowballs.
I swipe left for kindness.
2 final items. First of all, an economist.
Swipe left for kindness is funny.
An economist has determined, because as we see in The Force Awakens, that the Empire is back.
Sure.
No, it's the
They have
first order.
unlimited-
First order.
Unlimited credits, it seems. They can build 3 Death Stars.
Well, an economist has determined that the destruction of the 2 Death Stars would have bankrupted the Galactic Empire and that this movie is unnecessary.
But it's not.
Can't have an empire. They got no money.
Like, who's their accountant? Who's their accountant?
Wait.
They're all like living
Wait.
in the Kentucky of fucking
Hang on,
Star
a
Wars.
guy named
saying stuff like, the Empire will rise again.
a guy named Zachary.
Empire War.
No, look this up. Google this.
People like drive around in their trucks with fucking Death Stars
I'm
decals
not-
on the back of their truck.
Got to
Please
fucking.
write this down.
You know,
Empire will rise again.
worst thing is when their TIE fighter fucking jumps the fucking ditch so they can get away from Boss Hog.
Oh, my God.
I encourage you to go look this
The
up.
Dukes of Dagobah.
Or them Duke boys is in it again. Old Palpatine's sure going to give them a sure talking to. Oh, now my hat smells like whiskey.
This episode has had more spills than you can remember.
There's been spillage.
Yeah, 2.
I need to find a towel.
I was like, I like it that Kerry.
Excitable James.
Excitable James
I
is
like
off
that,
on the
Kerry
towel.
is
He's on the
switched-
case.
I like that I've been drinking
Yes.
the most Hennessy, and both of y'all have spilled.
Hold
I
on,
don't
I'm going to
shit.
take care of this like a real American.
You gonna lick it up? Sure is.
Oh, my God.
yeah,
Oh,
get
my
it.
God.
He's
He's-
doing it. Now you brought the glass.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
now you-
That's where that goes.
And
I'm so sorry, Kerry.
Okay,
I think I broke a glass.
you did.
you did.
That's never happened in the history
I
of
like
the
how
show.
you tried to
that's
clean up the spill,
problem.
and now you just made a.
That's one of Sue's expensive ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So there you go.
And your phone's in it.
And your phone's in it.
Yep.
And now I've got blood. Okay.
This
Okay, so in
this
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 episode
wouldn't have
was
happened
like-
if you'd have let me finish.
Okay.
In less than 3 seconds, I cut you,
Yeah.
broke an expensive glass, ruined my phone,
Yeah.
and spilled whiskey all over the table.
Yeah. If you'd have just let
Sounds
me
like
finish.
a great episode.
I can't even finish now.
No.
It is
You
called.
guys.
It is Zachary Feinstein. The paper is called "It's a Trap: Emperor Palpatine's Poison Pill." You can read it in its entirety on AirXIV. And the long and short of it is, he figured out how much it would cost to build a Death Star, and factoring in the research and development, and the building costs, and all of that,
Cost of materials.
All the plumbing.
$419 quintillion.
But do they have the same, like,
Did you say that with a Q?
Yeah, quintillion.
do they have the same, like, monetary structure that we have?
Well, he's
Well,
basically
he converts it.
he converts it. Yeah. Now, and he used information from Wikipedia. I mean, he researched this motherfucker.
Right.
But Kyber crystals are really expensive. And the Death
Galactic-
Star cannon's made of Kyber crystals.
The galactic banking sector, with assets that are 60% of the gross galactic domestic product. The galactic GDP is roughly 4.6 sextillion per year.
Okay.
Holy cow.
But yeah, go on and read it. It's
Fuck, dude. This is where BlackBerry from accounting would like really help us out.
What I'm taking away from that last story is, God, it must be nice to have free time.
yes.
Right?
That would be a lot
You know what I mean?
of
And then-
free time
I know.
to do that.
Like that. Yeah. What I learned from that last story is that dude doesn't know what vagina feels like.
And then finally this. Carrie Fisher has the last word. Because she should.
Oh, and by the way, before you start,
Yes.
go watch her fucking interview
She is
from
pretty.
Good Morning America.
She's pretty kooky in it.
It is fucking hilarious. I got halfway through before
Who,
we
Carrie
started.
Fisher?
Oh, yeah. It is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It's funny as shit.
Here's what she
Her
says.
and that fucking dog.
Yeah, because she don't give a fuck.
She don't give a fuck, and here's what she had to say about this whole slave Leia merchandise shit. Because it is just a rumor, and that's why I've not reported it on the show.
Okay.
But there's a rumor going around that Disney is not going to sell any more slave Leia shit.
Right.
Okay. Because as we heard about, some guy complained about the Black Series action figure slave Leia, and he said, how do I explain this to my daughter? So they asked Carrie Fisher about it. In the Wall Street Journal is what she said. They asked her, there's been some debate recently about whether there should be no more merchandise of the slave Leia. I think that's stupid.
It is stupid.
It is stupid. Because it exists.
She's right.
To stop making the merchandise, he said, yeah, to the father who flipped out about it, saying, what am I going to tell my kid about why she's in this outfit? Tell them that a giant slug captured me and forced me to wear that stupid outfit, and then I killed him because I didn't like it, and then I took it off backstage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And don't forget the part where she kills the...
Then
did she say that?
Then she doubles down in the LA Times when they ask her about it. How about telling his daughter that the character is wearing that outfit not because she's chosen to wear it, she's been forced to wear it. She's a prisoner of a giant testicle who has a lot of saliva going on, and she does not want to wear that thing, and ultimately that chain, which you're now indicating as some sort of S&M accessory, is the thing that is used to kill that giant saliva testicle. It's asinine. Drop the mic, Kerry.
Good answer.
That's a fucking great answer.
Her coherent.
Speaking about not giving a fuck, she canceled all her interviews out here.
Oh, good.
No way.
Good.
Yeah, she's like, I'm pretty. Nothing told me she was supposed to be here, and then she's like, nah, I'm good.
Good for her.
You know, her coherent moments are pretty amazing.
Yep.
Well,
I like her incoherent.
Jimmy, when we met her,
Yeah.
she was fucking awesome. Remember how happy she was to see us, Jimmy?
Oh, she was losing her shit. We were making her laugh.
Yeah, we walked in and she goes, oh, look. A fucking biker gang just walked in. Right? And she goes, oh, thank God these old people are so boring. And she's like, hold my leg. And we're like taking pictures and shit. It's fucking awesome.
So I just wanted to go around the table at the end here, and I want you to, as they would say in Mormon parlance, bury your testimony.
About Star Wars?
About Star Wars.
Oh.
I want some emotion here. I don't want a dry eye in the cubicle.
Oh, shut up.
Leigh?
Star Wars is more than any other thing. And I love Star Trek. So, you know, there's always that great dichotomy, Star Trek, Star Wars, Star Trek, Star Wars. I love Star Trek. Star Wars was my introduction to Bushido, which is the ancient code the samurai led themselves to. And that's actually being like 13, 14 years old and realizing that's what the entire Jedi code was based off of, was Bushido. And so I read about it. I went to the library at Cypress High School and found out about Bushido and Zen Buddhism. And
There was a library there?
yeah, there was, strangely enough. The samurai code, all those things. And so that ended up becoming something that I actually changed my life about. I stopped being this crazed, rebellious anarchist and being more of somebody who had a drive and an ambition to try to make the world a better place. And still to this day, I try to make the world a better place. So Star Wars, more than any other thing, is something that I think has shaped me and kind of steered me towards a better and occasionally more drunken outlook on life. But still, it's something that really seriously it's the flame that forged me into who I am right now.
Wow.
Holy
Maybe we
shit.
should just end.
I think, yeah.
That's
I
really fucking
can't say
good.
anything better than that.
Jimmy, you want to?
Yeah, I'll be the one that follows
Okay.
that one. Thanks. Star Wars. Well, here's the thing. Because Leigh and I always joke about the prequel. He doesn't give it shit. Guess what? You guys are my best friends, and I give you guys shit all the time. It's the relationship of a good relationship can give each other shit. And, you know, Star Wars, and I said it in every single one of my interviews because I asked them the same question. I have this admiration for this franchise because it's actually the first. Return of the Jedi was the first movie I ever saw in the theaters.
Oh, really?
As a child.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had vague memories.
I don't even
'cause
remember.
When I finally saw it when I was like, 6 or 7 or however, I was watching
So
it,
young.
and I'm like, I know. I was. Well, yeah, right.
I don't
And,
remember the first
was
movie
watching
I
it, and
saw
go,
in the theater.
No,
Wow.
the first movie I saw, same thing.
Cool. All right.
And so I'm sitting there watching, but I asked all the other people, like, what's the first movie you ever saw in the theater, and do you still adore it, kind of thing. And then Star Wars also, like, I built friendships in high school and even middle school with kids who we were the geeks. We loved, Star Wars. And I will tell you this now: it's the only film franchise I've bought like fucking 7 times. Every edition that comes out, I gotta have it because I want to see it. And I'm not joking. I just put it on Facebook right now. I uploaded all the pictures of all the people I interviewed. This was one of the best days of my life, and meeting Harrison Ford was really fucking cool. So.
Oh, you're getting teared up. Look
God
at
damn
you.
it, Jimmy.
Let it happen. Let it happen.
I mean, he's one of my heroes.
Oh no, I would be right there with you. Like I would be like I probably wouldn't be able to hold together in front of him.
Let it happen.
Well, no, Jimmy was the right guy to send because out of all of them, he's the one that probably could have kept his composure because I would have just exploded the second I walked into the room.
Jimmy, just take us out with this, man.
It's just, it was a good day.
We're so proud of you, man.
If no one else wants to wade into this,
I'll go.
I'd be happy to.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm fucking super stoked to be excited about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I seriously am.
I've said it a million times. I'm a fan again, and it's fun.
Exactly. I feel like I don't fucking geek out that hard.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a pretty cynical guy. But thinking back in, like, Star Wars, and I'm still going to call it Star Wars. I'm not going to call it a fucking New Hope. Because when it came out, it was fucking Star Wars.
That's Star Wars.
Right? My Uncle Barry. My Uncle Barry.
Blackberry from
Was he
accounting?
black?
No, he was not black.
Oh.
My uncle
But
was
was he
not. I guarantee you, my uncle wasn't black.
But was
not
he in
your-
accounting, though?
No, he was not in accounting. He was an alcoholic hillbilly who idolized Willie Nelson and had long braids. And
Nice.
wore a headband. Okay.
So he was a Barnson.
And
Oh, so-
he was a total Barnson. And,
So Barnsonberry from unaccountable Barnsonberry.
but he started hearing about this movie called Star Wars, and he came to my mom. He was her brother, and I was like, I think I need to take Shannon to go see Star Wars. I was 6, right? Took me to the Center Theater downtown,
Yep.
the Broadway, right where the Broadway is now, and I was so little that he had to hold the seat down,
Oh,
right? Like I kept getting folded up in the seat, so he had to hold the seat down. Now, do I remember that viewing?
goddamn right you do.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't remember it, but
Ah,
here's what I do remember.
okay.
I think it was the first time that I felt wonder. You know what I mean? Like something that I was sitting there and I was looking at. I do remember the opening scene with what you'll know the fucking name of it.
It's the Corellian Corvette blockade runner, the tent of
Yeah,
four.
of that coming over and then
Yeah.
all the fucking ships coming up and just being like, whoa, right? And like one of my first conscious memories, like one of my first conscious memories is watching the Super Friends. Right when my mom and dad were, I was sitting on a milk crate watching the Super Friends on a black and white TV, as that fucking house that I can't sell, like while they were moving in, and the other one is the opening part of Star Wars, right? And then from that point forward, right, from six on, Star Wars was ever present in my life, right? And I remember like buying the goddamn storybook because that's how you got your fucking clues, right, from Scholastic.
Oh, absolutely,
right?
yeah.
You would buy the
There were a lot of spoilers.
Yeah, and that's the only way you knew. And,
Except
but,
Ewoks.
but they were so careful, right? Like there was the picture of Boba Fett, and you're like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
you know, and you would get it like 4 months before the fucking movie ever came out, right? And I just remember like going and seeing Empire Strikes Back, and just going, and leaving there brokenhearted,
Well, that's,
right? Broken fucking hearted.
That's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize. And we've talked about it a couple times. It's been brought up. All of us were in the same theater. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us were in the same theater for the first showing of Empire. You were there
At the
Kerry-
at the Center Theater.
At the Center Theater. Kerry was there. Jeff was there. I was there. And it's just it's hysterical to me to think about. I mean, so
Jeff and I had to come up from Utah County because there were no theaters that were opening it on opening day.
So Empire,
we had to come to Salt Lake.
Empire
And do
came
you
out.
remember, like, they had, like, it was that beautiful theater
was
with
a
the
gorgeous theater.
fucking marble and shit. I can't believe they tore it down.
Yeah.
And, like,
but they had
in
the
theater,
all the toys set out.
They had toys set up, and they had, like, props.
Yeah.
And you walked around and you looked at the fucking movie cards and
It
shit.
just kills me to think that in 1980. I mean, this is I met Jeff in probably 87 or 88. So 1980, four of the 6 or 7 people that are on the show were in the same theater watching the same movie.
Because it was what do they call it on Doctor Who? A fixed point in time.
Yeah, it was a fixed point in time.
Right?
There you
like,
go.
Like, those movies are cultural flashpoints. They are fixed moments in time.
They're beacons.
Beacons, yeah.
Well, but they're part of the those
American
movies
culture.
are part of, like, the fabric that makes it. And not even just American culture. It's worldwide.
It's worldwide,
culture,
yeah.
Right? If you say "May the Force be with you,"
Yeah.
people know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Or if they,
Well, if
like,
you read Simon Pegg's
Well,
book, he
dude,
explains it
there's
beautifully.
there's a 9-year-old Hispanic kid at the Sev whose favorite thing is to walk up to me and go, "Mr. B, I am your father." And he loves it because I look at him and I go, "No!" Right?
You're
I mean, it's such, like, and I've bought, like, I'm sorry, I've got creamer. I don't even drink. I started drinking coffee because I bought fucking
Because you bought
coffee
coffee,
creamer
mate.
that looks like goddamn
Boba
R2D2.
Fett. Oh, R2D2.
I bought the R2D2 because, you know, I like, that's not a flavor I like, but you know what I mean? And it's like, I bought 3 new fucking trucker hats because they're Star Wars,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like, I'm super fucking excited, and I love that my girl's excited about it. And like, one of the first gifts I bought her were fucking R2D2 earrings from her universe. I love Star Wars, and I'm glad to be in love with it because it beat me up for a bit. I just hope it doesn't do it again.
Jay.
I can't top everybody's story. I mean, these guys have shared some great stories. Return of the Jedi was my first movie that my father took me to see. Do I remember it? No, but you know, because I was fucking 2.
Shut up.
I mean, like, but I mean, the coolest thing about it was that's officially like my first geek movie, and my favorite character. A lot of, you know, my all-time favorite character in Star Wars. Take your guess.
Will Hood.
That's a strong guess.
Not Will Hood?
I don't know. Han Solo?
Exactly. A lot of people would say
Mine too. He was mine too.
A lot of people say Lando, but it's always, you know, especially if you have a black Star Wars friend, you're gonna say
there's Lando.
Yeah, there's Lando. No, it's always Han because and anyone that knows me personally, anyone that's dated me personally, I've been described as a charming asshole, and that's exactly who Han Solo is. And I've just always loved the character that he is, and it's for me to just see like all this Star Wars hype again. It's because Jimmy and I were born kind of when it was I won't say dying down, but it was at the end of its kind of road.
Yeah,
and then
it came so close to dying in the 80s.
Yeah,
it really did.
And in high school when the prequels started coming out, I remember not being really a part of that. Like, I was just like, all right, cool. But my dad, we're a sports family first, geek family 5th. And so for me, this is like, I really get to get into it all over again. And as a father, you know, I don't, you guys know me, I don't see Loki Jr. as much as I would like to, but every time I get to pick him up, all he wants to talk about is Star Wars. And for me, that is making me dive back into Clone Wars. That is making me dive back into the prequels and appreciate, because I can sit there and talk with my son and just feel the same excitement. My son is more excited. My son is more excited to see this fucking movie than any of you guys.
I'm so
excited to see it with him as a father. So.
Seeing this movie with your kid is going to be amazing.
Well, and I was going to say, I wish I had a little kid to take this movie.
That's my only regret.
Let's kidnap one.
I could borrow one.
I wish.
I own nearly 30, so
You
maybe
do,
we could just
that's
split them
true.
up.
I wish my dad was in town because my dad lives about 800 miles away from here. My dad took me to see Star Wars. I didn't want to see Star Wars. I wanted to see The Rescuers, for God's sake.
I wish Uncle Barry was still alive. I'd love to go see
I'm
that
sitting here
with
going,
him,
I'm looking at my 19-year-old kid who we're sitting here going, oh fuck, there's another Star Wars. I mean, the whole reason why I love the prequels. And I know a lot of people give me shit about it, but the whole reason why is because it was Star Wars with a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little kid, and so now he's 19, and I'm sitting here going, we're going to go see Star Wars again. I almost wish I could go see this movie with my dad and my son, because that's 3 generations of Star Wars fans sitting in the same theater,
Tony?
Star Wars, I didn't actually get into Star Wars until the Attack of the Clones movie came out. Because, being born in 1985.
You're gross.
Fuck you. Fuck you and everything.
Star Wars really wasn't nearly as big or anything all up until the first episode 1 came out. And I remember seeing that thinking,
it's
but
okay.
Then I got into the Clone Wars, or Attack of the Clones, pretty good. I remember I saw it at 1:30 in the morning when Jordan Commons was doing that 72 hours of pure Star Wars. And that was pretty awesome. But because growing up, it just wasn't a big thing. We were a Star Trek household, actually.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was big into Star Trek, and so we did the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and Voyager and all that.
Well, at least you did one good Star Trek show.
Yeah. So more than anything, I'm just excited that I can be excited, like you were saying, about Star Wars again, because the funniest thing too is, I didn't see a Star Wars movie until I realized I had watched the Ewok movies numerous times, and they were tied into Star Wars.
The Battle of Endor.
Yeah.
Oh, those TV series?
My mom bought those on VHS.
There were specials, yeah.
And you didn't realize it was Star Wars?
I didn't know that was Star Wars for years and years and years.
So you actually thought Wilford Brimley was part of the Star Wars universe?
Yeah.
Well, please tell me he's still canon.
And so
He's not canon.
Like, I didn't put that together till I was like 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No lie. And so anyway, I'm just excited to be excited about it again.
Well, I want to ask the other elder statesmen at the table.
The elder statesman.
Yeah. Like, are you kind of getting this like nostalgic, cool, like deja vu, where because when we were growing up. Star Wars was omnipresent. Like, it was everything. Remember, there were disco albums
for some of us.
Oh yeah.
Well, but there was it was all over the place. They were on the fucking Muppets.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and you know what I mean. They were.
It permeated the media back then.
But you still
by the
kinda
time
got-
the 90s rolled around, it was not permeating the
You
media
still,
anymore.
even in the 70s, even into the 80s, you still got beat up for digging Star Wars.
Yeah.
Not as bad as necessarily Star Trek.
Not as bad as Star Trek, but
I remember,
But are you guys
nobody. I
like-
didn't
do you
want to sit
kinda-
down.
It kind of drives me crazy. It kind of drives me crazy that everywhere I go, that there's Star Wars stuff that I want to buy. It's everywhere. Like, it's just like everywhere.
Makes your wallet
but
cry.
also at the same time, are you like, this is kind of great.
well,
Like,
it
this
is.
is kind of fucking great.
It totally
you
is.
know?
What about-
Like,
I think it's fantastic that Star Wars has finally become the shared mythology that our culture gravitates towards.
It is.
Well, what about you, Kerry?
I've said it before. I grew up on a farm. I'm getting more of a as excited as I was for Empire Strikes Back kind of feeling here because
That's how I feel. That's
Because I
how I
didn't know.
feel.
I didn't know
You didn't know to be excited
going
or as
in.
excited.
No, I was
in
dragged.
The New Hope.
I was dragged into it. I didn't know anything about it. It's the excitement that I used to get for Empire Strikes Back. This is how old I am. It was 1980. There used to be a hotline that you could call.
yes.
And this was on the back of like breakfast cereal or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
It was a hotline that you could call and get updates of The Empire Strikes Back. That's how low tech the world was then. And it was C-3PO who would tell
Right.
you.
Dude, I totally called that number.
And you would call it every day, even though they said we're only going to update this once a week. And it was,
It's the day of the day.
because you were fucking calling C-3PO.
Yeah.
You
Well,
called.
just in case he made a mistake and updated twice.
and there would just be like sounds and some dialogue, a little, not much. It was like 40 seconds.
Did
total.
it cost money?
I don't remember.
it was free.
It
I'm
must
pretty
have
sure
been
it was
free
free.
It's like
because
it was General Mills.
Because
wasn't
It was
would've
General
called-
Mills, yeah.
Right,
Oh, okay.
Like I would have got murdered if it would have cost money. So-
And I just
Yeah.
remember it was like he would close with the same close every time. He says, well, we'll all find out. May the 21st, 1980.
Yeah.
Because General Mills, I remember when that came out because I was so excited because I remember being like 9 years old and they released on the back, if you had like proofs of purchases from multiple boxes of Cheerios,
yes,
you get the cockpit from a Colonial Viper from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And it was cardboard.
It was
cardboard. The cardboard buttons. And I remember thinking, oh my God, you can get this, you get a Colonial Viper cockpit from cereal. What's next? And then all of a sudden, it's new stuff from Star Wars. Right. Oh my God. Cereal's amazing.
So like I said, it wasn't opening. Empire Strikes Back was not opening in Utah County. For some reason, it was not booked until the next week. That was not going to stand.
No.
It is a Laymanite program.
It must be. So my friends, let's see, it was Ben and James and I convinced my mom to drive us up at 4 a.m.
To the center.
To the center theater and get us in line. And I was bummed because when we got there were already people in line.
Now this was to buy tickets.
This was
right?
this was to see the first showing.
Oh, first showing
at noon, which is when the first showing was.
Wow. And there was this 10-year-old kid with a brown and red parka that wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Did you have school that day?
Yeah,
we all.
And your mom took you anyway.
My mom was cool that way.
Awesome.
She encouraged that.
And I probably was. I think I had to go on a Saturday.
Yeah, this was the Friday that it opened.
I was there.
Yeah. And there was a bookstore right next to the theater that was selling the novelization. Mm-hmm. And I broke down. I bought it. And I stood in line and I read that motherfucker.
But the foyer of the tower actually had like Christmas fluff, like the tree fluff.
And see, I don't remember
with this toy snowspeeder crashed into it.
I don't remember that because I ran past that shit to go get a good seat. I don't remember any of the props or toys you guys were talking about, and it was so crowded as we were leaving that I didn't see any of it. But I remember standing in line reading the fucking book, and I read, "I am your father."
And you're like,
and I'm like,
the fuck?
I'm swearing.
Fucking spoilers, dude.
I'm swearing, and Ben and James are looking at me like, what? What the fuck? I said, dude, do you want to know? Do you seriously want to know? This is some seriously fucked up shit. You know?
Right.
He's using all of his power Utah County words.
Yes, I just learned them a week before. So that's the feeling that I'm getting right now. That's the excitement that I'm in right now, is that Empire Strikes Back junior high school mode.
Tell us your feelings. # Star Wars feelings.
Ooh.
Well, right. and my thing is like I'm so excited. Like I'm going to like a bunch of us bought tickets for the first screening, which is like at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
7 on a Thursday.
Right.
17th.
Right. And I'm going with Jimmy. We're going to the same showing, right? Are you going to that showing out in West Valley?
Yeah, 10, something like that on the IMAX.
10 o'clock, right? And Egg's going, and the Mangler's going, and and like all, and we're all going to be sitting by each other, and I'm so fucking excited.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't wait to be in a theater of people that are just so goddamn excited to share a movie.
Just
you know
can't
what I
wait
mean?
for those first lines of that movie. Miss, I think you like a
No,
Star Wars.
shut up! No, but like seriously,
Miss, I think you like Episode 7.
Like, I might honestly, like, I know at least I'm gonna get fucking chills when the crawl comes up.
Oh yeah,
because there's gonna be a crawl.
The theme and the crawl.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be a dead silence, and it's gonna say a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and no one's gonna say shit, and then it's just gonna go. Bang! And then the whole place is
it's
gonna
fucking
lose
freak
it.
out.
And then it's gonna be 2 hours of me screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" So, but if you guys out there are waiting and you want your Star Wars fix, I mean, seriously, you don't have a long time to wait from when this episode comes out until the movie comes
it's
out.
This weekend.
The Rebels cartoon right now is hitting
good.
all of the right notes.
It's good,
and they're really getting into what a piece of shit, horrible thing the Empire was.
Yeah,
in ways that we never saw.
I
in
should
the movies.
watch it.
They're doing it great. The Marvel comics are doing it great.
They really are.
So an EMP goes off in the latest Marvel comic as of this recording. Latest issue of Star Wars, an EMP goes off, so they can't use their blaster rifles. So they're in a treasury of Jedi artifacts, and Leia just starts tossing lightsabers to everybody. And so you've got Chewbacca dual-wielding lightsabers running into a battle.
Shut the front door.
It's fucking
great.
amazing.
Jimmy, what?
As we record this is coming out the 14th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
So
Monday
just so
before.
people know, tonight, when this thing releases, this episode is the world premiere.
Oh, in France?
In England.
And so it's
England?
not
Go dark.
France, England, like the world. I think it's like just maybe in LA or something, or wherever they're going to do it. It's not like the public screenings. It's just like where all the celebrities and everybody's going to see it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the 14th.
I'm just saying though is that when that I think God, it's probably any Marvel movie that came out like Ultron or something. When that happened, people did start posting shit. So just be careful. If you don't want to know shit, you might want to start going media dark.
Yeah, stay off social media.
There are some douchebags on 4chan and 9chan that are actually embedding spoilers for things in other videos. So you click on the video and then 30 seconds in you get the spoilers. So, if you're like me, just fucking turn your internet off on the 4chan. It is douchey and they think it's fucking hysterical.
C-3PO would never do that on the telephone.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He didn't tell you shit.
He did not.
Not even Darth Grievous, who's an asshole, would do that.
He didn't even ask you for a corn dog.
Oh, I'm so worried about that Darth Vader. It was shit like that. It was so vague and wonderful. Anyway, thank you, Jimmy. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you, man.
We're proud of you.
Yeah.
Hey, enjoy the Jaws 15 junket.
And enjoy the 8mm shit.
Yeah.
70.
God damn it.
And stay till the end. We'll have some interviews that Jimmy has conducted with the stars of The Force Awakens for you.
Hey, see if you can get an extra T-shirt for your husband.
Yeah. Well, you can just borrow that
We'll
one.
do.
You're the same size.
Yeah, we'll do more.
You can wear like pajamas.
Last week?
What's that?
No, last week. We're not doing something last week. We'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do them all
We
here.
might have to do them all this week.
We'll probably do
All
them
right.
here. Yeah.
It's our Star Wars special.
It's the Star Wars
I mean,
special.
For Christ's
It's our
sake.
Star Wars
Jeez.
special
Jesus
edition.
Christ,
long
get
one.
together, Martin.
All right. That's good enough.
It's been a long day.
Mr. B, if you would finish us out here.
May the ham be with you.
I was hoping you would say
There it
that.
is. Yes.
Always.
I was hoping you would say that. That's the only way you could take us out on this.